Good day everyone, I am Kay Galiza Nazareno and I will be presenting our proposal in Application Development and Emerging Technologies entitled Computerized Grading System in Isabela State University, Cauayan-campus. Introduction. People nowadays are living in an information age dependent upon digital information. Digital information is electronic information, the result of computer processing. Every type of job relies upon getting information, using it, managing it, and relaying information to others. Computers enable the efficient processing and storage information. Grading systems are intended to provide incentives for accomplishment and help with identifying the problem of a student. It is the most ordinarily utilized methods for analyzing student performance, talents, and abilities. The advocate of this study wished to decrease the responsibility of teachers by disposing of the requirement for manual calculation and recording of each grades. The normal issues experienced in manual recording and calculation are error and document dealing with and redundancy. As the responsibility is step-by-step increments with developing amounts of grades and students' records that needs to be attended, it gives dreary respect to the teacher to capably manage them in time for documentation and file submission to advanced education authorities. Accordingly, this paper intends to produce a workable computerized grading system will address these issues. So, information technology has built in life of human beings to make life easier by many kinds of applications. So, as time goes by, the instant changes with the use of technology, various tools, applications, software, technologies, and systems have been made, created, and invented. So, it shows that a grading system plays an important role, especially in the academic life of the teachers and students. So as each student desires to achieve a good grades or score for each assignment, exam, project, and reports in order to make their evaluation fair, comprehensive, and accurate. So as we all know, many of grading systems are used manually in many schools, and ISU Cauayan-campus is affected. So the problem encountered in manual recording and computations of grades are error and file handling. So to the part of the students, teachers get tired in manual computing of grades. So sometimes being tired, they are confused. That is why it has error in their grades. So on the part of the teachers, they cannot manage computing grades on time for submission to higher education authorities. So as we all know, many of grading systems are used manually in many schools, and ISU Cauayan-campus is affected. So the problem encountered in manual recording and computations of grades are error and file handling. So to the part of the students, teachers get tired in manual computing of grades. So sometimes being tired, they are confused. That is why it has error in their grades. So on the part of the teachers, they cannot manage computing grades on time for submission to higher education authorities. So this study is concerned with developing computerized grading system for students and teachers of Isabela State University Cauayan-campus in order to make grading system more efficient and easy to handle. So this computerized system, it has the ability to show and display grades in performance of the students. So here's our objectives. So number 1 is to convert the manual process into online-based application. So this is very helpful for each students and teachers in terms of computing grades. It is easier because it is easier to input and compute grades because the system itself will automatically compute grades. Number 2, to help the students in viewing their grades by using an application. So when we input grades, they can easily access through online. So it is very helpful also because students don't need to come up school to check their grades, especially these times of pandemic. Number 3, to minimize misclassification of students on the basis of marks. And lastly, to provide a computerized that will let the students easily access their grades and keeping records of grades for Isabela State University, Cauayan-campus. So our proposed system is a computerized grading system which intends to provide incentives for accomplishment and help with identifying the problem of A students. So, we considered our proposed system as a complex system because the duty of our system is not only made as easiest way to calculate grades but to provide computerized system that will let students easily access their grades and keeping records of grades for Isabela State University, Cauayan-campus. And yes, we considered also our proposed system as a service system because it is a co-production of people, technology, internal and external service system connected through shared informations, and it is characterized by the value that results from interaction between people and businesses. So it is also designed to deliver services that satisfies the needs, wants, and aspirations of students and the teachers. So that will be our proposed system. Thank you so much for listening.